like multilingual, especially in these kind of travel agents. In Karnataka, they will be different. In Punjab, they will be speaking totally different. Okay, so that kind of thing may hamper, especially these kind of technologies in India. But yes.
Yeah, but in terms of pharma company, most of the doctors and this one, because they talk a lot of technical terms, yes, they probably will be using English as the default language. In most cases.
No, it doesn't happen like that. It doesn't happen like that. So I have been to some meetings with my uncle, to some of the doctors, with some sales agents. Don't talk English. Don't know. So this is the basic problem here.
Just one comment. I think one of the things we have to realize is the point you brought up about speed and things like that. I think what we will see in this generation and the first generation of these applications will be really limited data entry and mostly sort of options which are in the UI elements as opposed to textual data entry, and those can be done pretty fast. I think some of the other things that one has to do will be a lot of sort of caching techniques and things like that, because you can't expect a round trip every single time because of the data network capabilities.
There is one more thing to add to that. More about designing your workflow. Say how well you design your workflow so that you have to type minimum and your work is done. Because as a business provider, you know what exactly your user, actually representative or your employee is going to do. So if you design your workflow intelligently, it's all done.
Which is the reason I think in the morning session when Atul was showing the Wikipedia device, right? I mean, it's not even a connected device for that matter. And it's probably not a programmable device, but if you had that as a programmable device, which is not even connected to the net or has an off-and-on connection, I think it makes perfect sense to use it. The form factor could be slightly larger, and that's where probably, I think you have put your money in the right place that way. Android can take care of something.
Yes, maybe. Yes.
I don't know if you're planning to cover this, but what kind of business models you are seeing for some of these apps?
Okay, so I think I don't know whether I'll cover that, but yeah, towards the end of my slide I have something like what enterprise expect. Okay, so business model mostly for enterprise applications is software as a service, normally for enterprise applications. So I'll come to that in last parts of the slide, but normally I'm telling right now that it's mostly software as a service. It doesn't sell as an app. Enterprise applications, they never sell as an app.
I wish to point out one emerging thing in the enterprise mobile applications called mobile resource management, MRM it's called. And we are working with actually at least 5 of the companies. Like basically they are JPMB and GPRS based applications, and some of them to mention are SORA, XORA, and then ACTSoft, ACP, and Agilis, AGI, LIS, and then what is that? MobiBiz. So there are a lot of these kind of applications, and as the implementer said, like basically they have a configurable workflow and pretty configurable system, and so it is used for things like field workers. So they have a very simple UI like clock in, clock out, taking a break, and then task sending from the dispatch center to there. So everything like pretty configurable and unified applications. So this is a pretty evolving field like mobile resource management, MRM applications. And that, I guess, is going to be one of the next great enterprise mobile applications.
So what's the name? Workforce, I think we covered the workforce management.
Yeah, workforce management is a part of it. It includes workforce management.
Basically, you're talking about the mobile management, right?
Yeah, mobile. So basically, like they sort of combine everything. Like you have a camera, you can take snapshots and send it to the dispatch center, send some voice snippets, and then the dispatch center can monitor. The GPS integration is there. They can monitor on the map where each person is, and then they, on a single click from the server, they can send tasks to individuals. Like so, a lot of these courier delivery companies. And so, for example, suppose someone is already in the field, and some customer wants to pick up a courier from somewhere near where he is. They can see on the map where the different guys are, and the nearest guy, they can just, on one click from the server, they can just send a message saying like pick up from this place. and once the address goes there, on the mobile also it is integrated with the map software on the mobile device, so it says this is the place where you have to go and pick up next. So it's a pretty sophisticated applications are already there. You can look up these terms.
Only challenge here is that they work on the sophisticated phone. So that is basically the challenge faced in India, that people don't want to give, especially for these kind of workers who are like field workers, the courier guys, or the medical guys who go out, field workers. They don't want to give these kind of sophisticated phones which can handle these kind of applications.
Minimum is basically like Java and GPRS.
Yes.
That's the minimum expectation here.
Actually, for that matter, there's a very very native implementation of the same. If you see, Meru Cabs now accepts credit cards for payment. It not only accepts credit cards for payment in terms of this one, they are GPS tracked, and they get the alerts right in time. If they take up the alert, they can basically go and service some time. So I think beyond just the taking up now, because of money transactions are coming, I'm pretty sure there is an what do you call that, MRM application already running there. So it's a very local. Yes.
Well, one more example is Bangalore traffic police. If anyone like me has got challan for overspeeding, yes, it's BlackBerry phone, you get a receipt there itself. They are also using the same thing. Yeah. So these kind of applications are there, yes. But again, Bangalore police, I think I don't forget the name of the company. It's a local company who provides them the backend and all the solution. But yeah, they also have a drawback that they have to use the BlackBerry phone. So they have to.
You are telling that we have a drawback of using BlackBerry, because see, our company is developing applications for enterprises. Like almost 6 enterprises I'm personally looking now, they're using BlackBerry, and we have got good deals from Vodafone, India itself, where 8300 kind of a device, they have given it for only 7,000. So I mean, why we have to worry, like, why is that? I mean, why Salesforce is carrying BlackBerry?
No, I'm worried about development.
For enterprises, I mean, you have to also see the size of the enterprise.
No, enterprise size. No, but
so why I'm worried is that whatever, so when we talk about the opportunities in India, there are small companies who don't want to give these kind of mobile phones. So as a developer, I have to develop on all different kind of mobile phones which are already with the workers. So that's the only drawback I'm saying. So how much time I have? I just want to any enterprise application on a mobile device, because you see when this thing was evolving, starting from 1990s and then 2000 and right now 2010s, enterprise applications was a strict corporate affair, only in the premises. Then what happened was that it moved a little bit out, that okay, they gave a web-based interface, you can do something out of that corporate premises. But then if it comes to mobile device, the problem is again, everyone says the mobile device is a constrained device. We can't support everything what enterprise backend gives. So this is a 3-tier approach normally used for enterprise applications. No matter it's small, no matter it's very big, even a small application which is talking to a travel company for their travel agents, they also will somehow need a small middleware in between the enterprise backend and the actual mobile application. So normally this is a 3-tier approach. The mobile middleware, the function of this mobile middleware, so this you already know what is there at the backend, already different kind of backend, different corporate support. But the mobile middleware takes care of making sure that mobile understands the performance is good, it's optimized. So instead of doing XML conversation with my enterprise, I use WBXML or kind of proprietary, which basically converts backend to what my mobile understands. And similarly, when we do talk about mobile, it's more about device management also. So I am a user, you are a user, my company wants to give these 2 services to me and only one to you because you are lower level. So that's the reason this kind of a middleware the middleware has to be there for enterprise applications. It's not only developing something for a mobile. Now very big question, normally people ask, should I make a downloadable should I make a web-based thin client application with advanced browser versions, or should I make a thick client application? So today Lalit was very bullish in the morning about the downloadable mobile applications. I know right now it's only 1%, 2%, but yeah, we are bullish on that. But for enterprise applications, my answer would be depends, because I know when half of the guys will be believing in that and half, and after the presentation will come against me. So I am saying politically correct answer is it depends. So why I am saying that, I have a lot of reasons because if you see the enterprise applications are not like a Facebook application, they are not like Twitter based applications. There is no young tech savvy crowd using that. It's more about if you go to your company or you go to your IT